GeerHed. Free your mind. Groovy. GeerHed.
I made a virtual record.
GeerHed.
What's up, Gearheads? Nate Miller here. So today I wanted to look at this Fig mod project. And if you don't know what the Fig mod project is, in the Oculus meeting when you sign in, you'll see that it was a sculpt. It's a real generally looking little fat baby with a big head. Like a chubby baby with a big head. And it was done by Thom McKay Price. And so let me read you off what the description says. It says, introducing the Fig mod project. A collective VR art experiment. Download this blank canvas figure and modify it however you like. Then share it with the community. Make it a monster, a robot, a building. It's up to you. The results will be as different as the artist who sculpted them. The only guideline is to keep the base so that they can be 3D printed as a set. So I decided to take this to do this, and I thought it would be really fun. I was inspired by Batman. One of my favorite Batmans to look at is the Batman with the blue cowl and the gray suit with the black Batman symbol on the chest. And I know it's goofy and old school, but you know, that's what I like. So I went in to make my own version of it, like a chubby baby Batman. That's what I was kind of going for. So right here I'm working on his eyeballs. I want to make them glow like in the Batman Lego movie. I really like that about that Batman character, is that it had those cool glowing eyes. So I wanted to do something very similar. And I wanted to showcase another really awesome thing that Oculus Medium can do, and that is painting. Now, the painting tool is really robust, and you can do amazing paint jobs, stuff that you can't imagine with it. And I'm just going to do something really basic here, but you know, I'm just coloring Batman's mask. But I love the painting in it, and it's so good to use. I really like messing around with the opacity and giving things like more depth and more layer. Right here I'm going to be painting his lip brown-ish, and then adding some red highlights. And see, and I can kind of still adjust just how much paint goes on the surface by adjusting the opacity. See right here, too dark. So I went back and I changed the opacity a little bit, and it gave me just enough shadow as much as I wanted for baby Batman's face. I'm just doing some highlights around the cowl here, darken around the eyes, and then darkening some of these low spots. Another thing I wanted to mess around with and show everybody is the cape. I found out this kind of neat way to do fabric. I know I'm not the greatest sculptor with Oculus Medium in the whole wide world, but I thought this was a really cool workaround that I figured out. So what you do is you draw it in the cape, and then you add these little spines across the cape, and then you just kind of feel them in back and forth. I wish that there was a better way to do this, but you know, it really didn't take that long, and I still got a really cool result of all these little spines and all these little back and forth. Give it almost, the cape is stretched. When I was doing the first part of this, the rest of the Batman only took me about 20 minutes, and this other cape represents about, the cape and what you're seeing in this video represents about another 15 minutes. So about 45 minutes, and I was done with this, and it was really quick and really easy. Alright, now here I'm using the smooth tool, and as you can see, it really irons out all the bumps and all the crazy stuff that I did with filling in the things. But you see how it shows that the cape is kind of bumpy. It kind of adds that stretched cape look that I was really going for. Now the effect, I don't really care about the back so much, because it's not going to be looked at as much as the front, but I like to see the ribs in the cape. So another thing you can do, instead of like trying to do this with all the character inside in the way, you can actually go into options there, and you can get rid of all the other layers. Since the cape is its own layer, you have a lot of freedom of manipulation. You can mess around with it without messing up your entire, you know, sculpt and stuff. I really like this cape and the way it turned out. You see how it has like the spines and ribs in the cape. So I'm going to just do a quick color grab, and then I'm just going to paint this thing up. And because of its own layer, it just is super simple to manipulate it and do whatever I want. That's my Batman. Now I want to show you some other sculpts that other people have been doing with Figmod. And yeah, and that's it. Thanks for watching this, guys. Have a good day.
GeerHed. Groovy. GeerHed. GeerHed.